Hello everybody, this is Mrs. Caudill again. I thought I would make a second video today just to help you really get started in Lesson 1. I know some of you are a little bit anxious and you want to really get going and start learning the program, so I thought it would probably be beneficial for me to walk through that first assignment a little bit more, in a little bit more detail than what I did in the first video. If you haven't had a chance to watch the first video, kind of the introduction to the program, please make sure you take time. It is a longer video, it's about 13-14 minutes. But hopefully you'll find it's really informative. Okay, so to get started, we're going to go to our Indiana Virtual page, log in with your information. Okay, remember you can check your messages here, but we're going to go to the Go to Class link so we can get into our BUZZ program. Enter your Biology 1. All right, and since we were just here and had looked on some of these things, there's our most recently viewed items. Okay, you'll see some green check marks. Green check marks are a good thing. That means you have done everything that you needed to do within that folder. So you can see I did not go through all of those getting started links, so I don't have green check marks. So you want to make sure that you go through all of that so you really can see what you've completed and really get to know what this program's about. Okay, so we're going to start in Module 1. We'll take another look at this checklist quickly. The checklist is on slide 3. Actually, this checklist is on slide 2. Okay, and on this checklist, it lists each assignment, how many points the assignment is worth, and the time frame that it is estimated that it will take you to complete that assignment. Okay, now that estimated time is not just the assignment, but it's the lesson as a whole. So when it says that Exploring Life is going to take you 90 minutes, that means 90 minutes to read through the lesson, take the notes, and do the assignment, okay? So don't think that that's a 90-minute assignment, because it certainly won't take you 90 minutes to do once you understand what it is that you need to do. Okay, so remember, you do not have to do honors assignments or discussion-based assignments. All right, so let's get into Lesson 1. As I described before, make sure you take notes on each one of these slides. We have 8 slides. I'm going to go ahead and skip to slide 8, as that's where the assignment is. Okay, also as I described before, you have a template for this assignment. So you can copy paste this document into Word if you'd like to, or go to our other website. And this is just a Google site that I've made for you guys for this class, just so you have everything already in Google Doc format, if that's what you choose to use. If you don't like to use Google Docs, then this website, you don't need to use it at all. This website just has the documents already set up for you in Google Docs. Okay, so we are on Lesson 1.1. I've got a little introduction to what the lesson's about. There's the biology notebook pages for you. There's the grading rubric. Okay, here's the practice writing a lab report. Okay, since you don't have editing rights, you have to make a copy for yourself, and it'll save it into your Google Drive. Okay, so now we're all set. We've got our lab report format here. Let's go back to the lesson then, which is here. Okay, so we need to read through what this assignment is about. It says practice writing a lab report, and this assignment is just that. We have a student by the name of John. He's doing a science fair project. He's growing plants, and he's testing the effects of organic and chemical fertilizers on those plants. So on our lab report here, you can see we're going to need a title, your name, my name, and whatever you want to call the lab. You can call it Exploring Life if you like. You could give it a more specific title. Okay, as we read through John's experiment, we're going to infer on what is the purpose of this lab. Sometimes you have to infer what you think the purpose is. Sometimes the objectives are very clearly laid out that you can copy paste into the lab report. Okay, we'll be able to read what is John's hypothesis in this experiment. In future labs, you may have to write your own hypothesis. On this one, though, this is just practice writing a lab report. So we're going to record what is John's hypothesis. Okay, then we have the types of variables: independent variable, dependent variable, and controlled variables. So we're going to have to read through the description that is given to us and identify those 3 types of variables. Okay, materials, we do not need to list them, or we do need to list the materials here. So as you're reading, infer what you think John needed to use on this experiment. Okay, then we have procedures. Okay, now on this lab, it says you do not need to include the procedures here. All right, now it says include the data for John's lab here. So we've got this data table. Okay, and then we have some conclusion questions and some post-lab questions. All right, so if we go back to the curriculum, you'll be able to read about John's experiment. You'll identify what his hypothesis is. You'll be able to identify the dependent, independent, and controlled variables. If you don't remember what those are, you might want to look them up in the glossary. Okay, if we click on this arrow, here's all of John's data. You should be able to just simply copy-paste that data into the lab report. And then here's his final statement, the final observation that he had on the 10th day. Okay, so copy-paste that data there and then answer those 3 conclusion questions and those 2 post-lab questions. Now, when you go to answer these questions, I am completely fine with you not using a paragraph format. You can simply answer the questions right below the question on here. So if you choose to answer in paragraph format, please make sure that your answers make sense and that you write in complete sentences. All right, I hope that helped give a little more of an introduction to this lesson. When you finish with this lesson, you will, let's see, whoops, where you will turn that lesson in, you will actually click on down here in Exploring Life. My tab is kind of covered up. I don't know if I can get to it. Let's see here. If I move that, there we go. We can click on, I meant to click on that. All right, now here is where you will submit your work. We're going to click on the plus sign. Since I chose to do this as a Google Doc, I'm going to click on select a Google Doc. Let's see, my Google Doc was here. Mine was a copy. So there we go. And I will click on submit my work there. Okay, so once you submit your work there, then I will receive it on my end for grading, and then I will give comments. I'll be able to click on different aspects of the grading rubric. You know, we always want to shoot for you to be that master biologist and have all components included. And I will also be able to give you some final comments as well. Excuse me again. Okay, guys, so again, I hope that helped on lesson 1. Please let me know if you have any further questions. Not all assignments are long lab reports. There are some assignments that are simply a short answer question, or maybe 3 short answer questions, or maybe 5 multiple choice questions. So don't think that you're always going to be doing these lengthy assignments that are lab reports, okay? It does vary and change up as we move forward. Lesson 1.3, Earth's early atmosphere, is a multiple choice assignment, okay? Let me know how I can help, guys. See ya.